Thank you for gathering us here to discuss about the EU growth plan for the Western Balkans. Last year in October, as at the Berlin Process Summit in Tirana, I expressed our support for the EU growth plan based on the 4 pillars. We believe that the European Union can both reform and enlarge, and that the benefits of the European Union single market must be linked to economic and democratic reforms. Berlin process came out of certain lack of the sense of urgency for enlargement, whereas now growth plan comes out of the sense of urgency for enlargement, at large extent due to the continuous Russian aggression in Ukraine. This our meeting comes after the meeting at the level of finance ministers, held also here in the North Macedonia, on the 17th of November, and after the meeting of the 24th of November in Brussels, where a series of reforms have been discussed by 3 cabinet ministers and my first deputy prime minister. As we speak, our team is finalizing our reform agenda and will submit it to the European Union. This comprehensive reform agenda seeks to further reform public administration and advance public financial management. It places a special focus on the green agenda and digitalization. In the private sector area, it strives to enhance investments and exports and further increase access to finance. It aims at ensuring quality education and alignment with labor market needs. And most importantly, this reform agenda will further advance the fight against corruption and organized crime and strengthen the protection of fundamental rights. We are also preparing an indicative list of projects aimed at closing infrastructural gaps and boosting economic development to be financed through the Reform and Growth Facility, subsequently accelerating growth and convergence with the European Union. We fully endorse the approach which conditions EU funds with EU values, increases the benefits for all citizens of the Western Balkan 6 now, and at the same time accelerates full membership into the European Union for those who are committed. We believe that membership in the European Union should be driven by merits and based on values. This growth plan is not just a possibility for reforms and economic growth, but also a chance for closer regional cooperation and integration among the Western Balkan countries. We must therefore be constructive in our engagement and conscious of the transformative power of our decisions. As shown in the last 3 years with the improvement on democratic and economic indicators, Kosovo is ready for reforms. For the region to integrate economically and for the citizens to get closer, security threats must cease. Deeper integration and increase of flow of people and goods requires mutual trust and normal relations among our countries, institutions, and our people. This cannot happen if the freedom to goods is used to move weapons and ammunition or to sponsor terrorist attacks. Normalization of relations based on mutual recognition, I believe, is key to unlock the potential of the region and increase the well-being of our citizens. Membership in the European Union is fundamentally a choice. In a liberal democracy, the power of government is limited by the rule of law, and the freedom and rights of individuals are protected by the Constitution. European Union represents also a strategic choice of the leadership of a country. It is our job, therefore, to deliver on the reforms and meet the conditions, and for the European Union to judge on merits and guard the EU fundamental values. Thank you very much.